I bought the Movo VXR10 over 2 years ago, and since then I've gone through multiple different types of microphones, but I always end up going back to this mic. So I bought this mic first 2 years ago, and that was my first mic I've ever got. It was right when we first made the channel. I didn't really know much about microphones, but it was small and compact and cheap, so I bought it. I actually gave that one away to my friend because he needed a microphone, but since then I've bought 2 more of the exact same microphone. So I've owned 3 different kinds of the Movo VXR10s just because I love it and I use them for a lot of different things. This one I broke it. You can see the shock mount's all like glued up because this all snapped. I fell on it and it completely broke, which you can't blame the microphone. That was 100% my fault. And I bought this one recently just for a travel mic. The reason I went over this one over the Rode Videomicro is the price. This is $39.99 compared to $60 on the Rode side. A lot of videos, including DSLR guides, shows that this mic is actually louder and better than the Rodes. I'm gonna go through some things that I like about it. Number one is obviously the size. It is so small. You throw this in your bag and it fits almost anywhere. You can set it on top of something, close the top, and you won't even feel it. It adds almost no weight to your kit, and that's pretty much the main reason I bring it places. Another nice thing is the shock mount. That is this little thing right here, which isn't working on this one because it's broke, but on this one, it reduces all your steps. If you're walking around with this thing and you're holding it like this, you'll hear every single jolt, but with the shock mount, it makes it really flexible, so every step is just absorbed into it, so you almost hear nothing. And that's a really, really good plus. It doesn't take any batteries, it just takes battery right out of your camera, so that's really nice. You don't have to worry about turning it on or off. Basically by then it's a part of your camera, so if you leave it on there, turn on your camera, this will turn on. Turn off your camera, this will turn off. It takes no batteries. It does siphon the battery out of your camera a tiny bit faster, but so microscopic you probably won't even notice it. The included wind muff is also really, really nice.
What's up guys, it's Eric from Eric and Miles.
I've used this in Alaska, I've used it in Canada, up north, Wisconsin. I've used this pretty much everywhere, and in the worst conditions ever, the wind muff never fails. This was probably one of the best ones. It's even better than my Rode Videomicro Pros and my Comica CVM V30s. So this is a mic I used for over a year, but then I broke it, so I had to get a new one, and this is the thing it came with. Just like, look at that size. I'm not keeping that on. That is so awful. Look at the size of this. Look at this compared to this. And this gives almost better audio, and the wind muff is better. So that's one really good thing. Obviously the other thing is the size compared to other mics. It's so much smaller. Fuck, I'm really tired. It's a really good voiceover mic, as you can hear right now. The audio is really crisp, really clean, and that is right out of the camera. I won't do any adjustments other than maybe a little bit of volume in post, but I won't mess with the equalizer or anything. This is all straight out of the mic. And this is straight into my EOS M, which has not the best preamp. So imagine putting it into like a Zoom or a Sony camera, like my Sony. Imagine how nice that would be. That'd be miles better. Probably the biggest thing I like about this is the price. $40 for a mic is not bad at all. I have a $200 mic over here that I bring a lot of places, but it's always in my mind, like, if I break this, that's so much money I'm losing. But when I have this on my camera, I'm like, $40, that's almost nothing. And that just helps your run and gun style filmmaking. Like, you know, my vlogs are really like adventure based. We go out doing dumb stuff with friends, going out everywhere. I don't really want to do that with my $200 mic. I do it because, I don't know, I'm stupid, but when I bring this, I almost feel more adventurous. $200 mic on top of my $1,000 camera with my $600 lens, that's just a lot of money that I could lose. I'd rather not. This is obviously the knockoff of the Videomicro, and right now I'm actually using the Rode Videomicro Pro on my camera. I'm doing a wedding, that's why I have this one on, but a lot of the times I'll take this off, slip this one on, and look at that size difference. You got this compared to this. At the end of the day, I'm really just making this video for the budget filmmakers like myself. I started filming 2.5 years ago as a 15-year-old idiot with my buddy Miles, and I make these videos, budget related stuff, just to help out other like 15-year-olds out there watching videos like this, looking for things they can actually afford. And I know when I was 15 I could not afford this. I still can't really now, but whatever. Back then my setup was this, the Canon EOS M, which I still use now, and this, the Movo VXR10. That's all I had back then, and I made videos with my friends having fun, and just to prove that you don't need something like this to make videos. This setup gave me 1,100 subscribers, and I don't know, that's just like a statement saying you don't need the best gear. And if you are budget, you can get the best budget stuff you possibly can get and make really good content. Like this, I think this is the best budget mic you could possibly buy. And I think this camera is one of the best budget cameras you could possibly buy. I still use this budget camera. I still use this a lot. And yeah, that's it. I make these videos for other 15-year-olds out there wanting to make videos with their friends or by themselves that can't afford a $2,000 setup, and it can only afford maybe a $250 setup like me. So that's pretty much it. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Consider sharing with a friend if you thought it was helpful. Check out some other content. See you next time.
At a Clippers game on the court side, watch a nigga shoot like a 4-5. They mad at me too, I got more fire. Why these bitches see you? Go home ride.